Oh, sorry about that. I had to stop the stream at one point, so we're back. I just need to apologize once again for that, but now we're back and we can finish the video. So let's get to it.
Through it a bit retiring. It has got to be tough. My neighbor just retired, and he obviously wasn't a professional football player, but I see him moving around his backyard like his life depends on it. I see that look in his eye, okay? Retiring, it ain't easy. So, to be completely fair, I mean, maybe Tom Brady does eat Pizza Hut and 4 Ferrero Rocher products back to back now. We don't know what he's up to these days. And he was asked about the
Yeah, that's true. We can't know, and maybe he does that, and maybe retirement is difficult for him. Like I mentioned before, retirement is difficult for people to get used to because you're just not doing what are used to doing for at least 8 hours for years and years. So yeah, it takes some adjusting to. For some people, it's easier. For some, it's a bit more difficult. Depends on what they were doing and all that. But yeah, especially for an athlete, because you are so immersed in it, it's very intense, and it's also quite short because athletes retire much earlier than us normal folks. So at 40 for Brady, it was quite longer, 40 something, but 40 for a lot of athletes is retirement city long ago, like 30 something, 35, depending on what sport and if they had injuries and all that as well. Uh, at like 34 or 5, people can retire in sports. So yeah, we don't know what how he's taking it.
blowback he's been getting for these ads since they directly contradict everything he's ever said about health. And in response, he said the following: I think it's moderation in all things. I think there's probably been people who have gone overboard with the kind of rigidity of my lifestyle or diet. So he's saying that the media made him look stricter than he really was at the time. And at first, I
Right.
actually kind of believed that because I read a little bit of his book to make this video, the TB12 book. He truly, verifiably has been talking about balance for years. I thought his other quote was really reasonable too. I have kids and I have Halloweens and birthday parties and we're like a normal family. So I try to make really healthy choices as often as possible. But when you're watching football games and you're at games, you're traveling and you're in airports, I understand the reality of life as well. So on that front, I'm like, maybe this guy is telling the truth. Maybe his life is just truly
Yeah, and she really did the due diligence here and um, read a bit of the book as well. But great, great job there, and uh, very nice content, nice info that we are getting here. It's cool.
different now that he's retired. He's relaxed a little bit. He's letting loose. Him doing all these fast food ads is just, his new era. But damn, some of his past comments for me are so hard to come back from. It's hard to believe that he's just had a change of heart. Or that balance to him now means promoting Ferrero Rocher to kids.
This morning, America's most famous quarterback is taking on an unlikely opponent, Coca-Cola.
The fact that they can sell that, to kids, that's poison for kids. But they keep doing it.
And he's not stopping at soft drinks, also taking a shot at breakfast cereal, going after Tony the Tiger.
That's just America, and that's what we've been conditioned to. So, we believe that Frosted Flakes is a food. All those companies make lots of money selling those things. They have lots of money to advertise. When you go to the Super Bowl, that's who are the sponsors. That's the education that we get. That's what we get brainwashed to believe, that all these things are just normal food groups, and this is what you should eat.
Yeah, the food pyramid as well and all that. He was right in saying all this. So the fact that he did a 180 and is promoting junk now is very difficult to wrap your head around and um, to justify. And yeah, it's just ridiculous. And um, it, money would definitely be an explanation here.
Oof. That was 10 years ago, but it was such a strong stance. I mean, he literally said that these Super Bowl sponsors, aka the ones that he just worked with, conditioned us to eat junk food, conditioned children to drink poison, in his words. It was such a strong stance that doesn't happen that often from celebrities that both Coca-Cola and Kellogg's had to literally come out and defend themselves.
Coca-Cola firing back, saying in a statement that all of its beverages are safe and can be enjoyed as part of a balanced lifestyle. Kellogg defending Frosted Flakes cereal for having valuable nutrients and being associated with lower body mass index in both children and adults.
He slammed Big Food for
that obviously they're gonna try and fire back as best they can, and it is true for almost any type of food that passes like FDA regulation and all that it's okay to eat in moderation. So if you have a balanced diet, for example, the Mediterranean diet is my recommendation, like one of the best ones or the best one. And so if you have something that's unhealthy from time to time, it's not gonna or shouldn't affect your overall health. So yeah, that's their safest way to get back at them. And there's a lot of unhealthy foods that just sprinkle a little bit of some vitamin and say, oh, our food has now vitamins, and then we can advertise that and say that. So yeah, it's to be expected.
or promoting unhealthy products marketed toward children on the Super Bowl specifically, and then did the exact same thing. The full quote of his actual stance on the food industry is like even worse. Like there's just no coming back from it. Look, I think we've been lied to by a lot of food companies over the years, a lot of beverage companies over the years, but we still do it. That's just America, and that's what we've been conditioned to. We believe that Frosted Flakes is actually a food. You just keep eating those things and you wonder why we have incredible rates of disease in our country. No one thinks it has anything to do with what we put in our body. Of course, they taste good, and all those companies make lots of money selling those things. They have lots of money to advertise. When you go to the Super Bowl, who are the sponsors?
Yeah, and one of the issues is that a lot of healthy food is just not easy to advertise that much because it costs a lot to advertise, and you don't see commercials for tomatoes, the ones that he doesn't like, or cucumbers or any of those vegetables, because like who's gonna do that and earn from that? So that is a bit tricky, and yeah, especially for kids, having more education and more advertisement towards healthier options would be better and I guess ideal, but yeah, it's not the case, at least at the moment.
So the immediate thought is, well, then I guess Tom Brady sold out, right? Like what else, what other explanation is there for this big of a switch up? This is a man worth $300 to $500 million. He didn't need these deals. He chose them for reasons unclear. But realistically, when you think about it, there's probably only one real reason, and it's not that he's selling out. It's that he's crashing out. Seriously, Tom Brady might actually be having a midlife crisis. Why else would someone sell their integrity for nothing? Plus, his wellness brand still exists. He recently renamed it No Bull, and it now sells clothes in addition to electrolytes and protein powder. But that thing was recently given a $1 billion evaluation. Why would someone jeopardize that unless they're having a midlife crisis? A midlife crisis is a transition of identity and self-confidence that can occur in middle-aged individuals, typically 40 to 65 years old. He just retired from what I understand to be one of the best NFL careers of all time. I don't know anything about sports, but that's what Google said. He's doing commentary. He's an analyst now. He has his Sundays somewhat available, as we've seen, rather than being in the spotlight, in the biggest position, in the biggest games like he has been for the last 25 years. It really is a major change. It's gotta be super hard to deal with. He's literally trying to find a new life, I think. And maybe he really is eating more junk food these days. I mean, it's not that crazy to think of him eating red sauce on his pizza, on a Sunday on the couch. I don't know. Like maybe he's actually just trying stuff on, you know? He's like, maybe I can be the commercial guy. Maybe I do eat tomatoes and pizza and 4 chocolate bars back to back while stealing people's treats. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. For me, at least, it's a topic that I'm interested in, and thank you very, very much for the video, making it the way you did. And it was very informative. You guys can see that a lot of work went into the video, like research and all that, so has to be appreciated. And like I mentioned, please visit Miss Kiana's YouTube page and take a look at all kinds of videos that she does. It's quite fun, and like I said, even if you don't agree with some of the things that she says, even the more reason for you to watch the videos, because that's the way you build character. You test your beliefs, and either you strengthen them or you change. And why not? We should uh, be able to change our um, beliefs and our mind if we are presented with enough evidence. Right? Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you again next time. Take care.